what's up guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be doing RLCS Global Power Rankings after Open number 2. I did this for after the first Open, so go watch that video if you haven't already. I'm going to be changing some things. There's definitely been some moving around and some upsets that has happened. So there's some teams that are going to be bumping up, and then there's some teams that are going to be bumped down. So, and let's just get right into it. So we're going to go from 1st to 10th just because I think it is easier to power rank the top 3. 4 through 7 is extremely difficult, so that's a little disclaimer. I sat here for like 30 minutes trying to figure out who I want to be put at 4 through 7. And at number 1, I have Carmine Corp. They are still first. They dominated E Regional 2. I still think they're number 1. And after this, I'm just going to go right ahead because I think you guys know who I'm going to put number 2. And that's NRG. They get bumped up by 1. They get bumped up by 1 from the number 3 spot. I mean, you could switch these two around. It's really hard to tell when they are in different regions. Both won their 2 opens, first 2 regionals. NRG just as dominant as they were last season, and Carmine Corp, you know, having those 3 players on the same team is pretty much a cheat code. I could see this be swept back and forth. I don't see either of these two being below 2nd. They're definitely the 2 big ones in both major regions. Not much more to say. It's not really a hot take. You could definitely switch. I could see them being switched. Not really a hot take. I could see both of them. And for number 3, I have Vitality. I still have Vitality up pretty high. Even after the loss against Dig, I still think they're a top team. And Monkey Moon likes to throw until World Championship, which I called last season. I think he's gonna probably do that again, honestly. But I don't think they dropped too much in that loss. Again, it's really kind of hard. I kind of want to drop maybe 1 more, but you'll see with these next 2. These next 2 are really hard to predict. These next 4 through 8 was pretty hard. I have it on my second monitor here. But they're really hard to predict. And for number 4, I have Falcons. Now, Falcons was at my number 4 as well. They didn't win this regional. I kept them at 4. They're still really good. They're still a top 5 team in the world. But they actually didn't win the second regional. They lost to Twisted Minds, who bumped up 3 spots. They bumped up 3 spots, winning the MENA regional number 2. I can see these being switched, but they're tied at points right now. They are like 1-1 in grand finals together. Twisted Minds came back to win in 7. They're both really good. They're both really close in skill. And after the 3rd regional, the last regional, the split, that's when I'll predict the final one. Whoever wins that regional, I'm gonna put above. They're really, really close, and I think they're gonna both compete really well at LAN. Those 2 are going to be the ones out of MENA. Those are the clear best 2 teams in MENA. Yeah, I had them bumped up 3 spots from my last week's prediction. And number 6 was really hard. I don't think this is fair. That much. I have Furia. Now, Furia won their regional, but I saw them going down by 1. I don't think this power ranking accurately depicts. It's really hard when they have... they really only have 1 more other good team in South America. They're still a really good team, but it's really hard to tell if they are better than these MENA players, or MENA teams, I should say, than, you know, Sam. So I had them bumped down 1, even though they won. They could still be top 5. I don't think this number 6 accurately depicts how good they are. But moving on, we have Sam at number 6, and we have NA coming in number 7, which is the Ultimates. Some people may disagree. This one is difficult as well, just because this one is difficult as well. Because Ultimates made a top 2. They made a top 4 last regional. I think they're the 2nd best in the world. I don't think they beat NRG. They're still... I think they are still worse than NRG, but they're not that far behind. I am tempted to put them at number like 5-ish, but when you have like Vitality, Falcons, and Twisted Minds up there, it's kind of hard. I think Vitality could probably get just bumped down a little bit, maybe to 5-ish. Maybe Ultimates could come up to top 5. But I can't really split these two MENA teams apart since they are 1-1 against each other in finals, and then they lost by or won by a game 7. I can't really separate them from the same spot, so this is kind of all messing up this is all my struggles in making this power ranking. Number 8, we have another European team. It's NIP, Itachi Nas, and Oski. Bumping down 2 spots from last time. They lost. Let's have a look over here. They're currently 4th in Europe. I have these pulled up too, so I could show you guys all the power rankings going to the last regional. I mean, they made top 6, they lost to Dig, and then they beat 100% and lost to KC. That's kind of a hard. They lost to Dig. Dig also just played really well. You'll see them later, but I don't think that's also accurately the picks. There also could be a top 5 team. There's a lot of, just as I'm saying, top 4 through like 8, 9-ish is really, really hard to predict. But, you know, that's how we're going with it. Number 9. We have a new team. And that is, drum roll. You guys probably know, that's probably wasn't that surprising. Dignitas. Top 2 in the European regional. They played absolutely out of their mind. I did really want to put them above NIP, but I didn't I don't know. They're a really good team. They had 2 really good brackets into. They both made that upper bracket to the playoffs. They both had kind of like, you could say Mickey. They had easier brackets to top 6, but this time they actually capitalized on it. They beat that top 6 matchup to make a top 4, and then they beat Vitality to make a great final. So they could definitely be put up a little bit higher. They're definitely a top 10 team now in my eyes. I didn't even have them in my honorable mentions last time. So yeah, I was sleeping on them. They're number 9 now. Let's go on to number 10. And guess what? Another new team, top 10 from North America. We actually have 2 North American teams here. Complexity, I forgot the last. I mean, they made a top 4. I think they made 2 top 4s actually. Yeah, they made 2 top 4s. They're really good. South America is also just like dominant over not dominant, but they can beat some good level NA teams. So that's why I have them at number 10. But yeah, there's some things that I could switch around and I'd be okay with it. Fury up, because I don't think that going down one for sweeping in the grand finals should be, you know, justified. Ultimates could be put up there. Dignitas could maybe be put above NIP. If we look at the rankings for all the teams, Dignitas is 1 point over NIP over the grand finals. No, we have no OCE in top 10. No Secret in top 10 anymore. And no Gentlemates in top 10 anymore. They failed to make playoffs. I had them at number 8, I believe, in my last prediction or power ranking video, but they dropped. And let's go to the honorable mentions. Here, the teams that we didn't make a top 10, but were really close. We have Secret. They were my 10th best team coming into the second regional. They got swept out by Furia. I still think they're a really good team, but they are just outside the top 10. And then I have 9 lives. Hoxer, Chicago, and Kofer. They're all really good players. I really underrated them coming into this new season. If they get another good placement, I could see them maybe taking a 10th spot. Maybe if one of these other top 10 teams maybe fall out. I think NA is kind of having slightly better teams coming into top 4 than last season or 2 seasons ago, whatever. I think they're a really solid team. They're just outside the top 10. And for my last honorable mention, Gentlemates, they had a really poor second regional. I think they were my 7. They were either my 7 or 8. I don't remember, but they were up there, pretty high actually. But Dignitas takes that EU number 4 spot. So there's my power rankings. I will be doing one after the 3rd regional and going into the major, and I'll be power ranking all those players there. I think all of these 10 teams are going to make the major. NLP and Dignitas could maybe be kicked out. They're kind of still competing, but I think everybody else here is pretty much on lock, honestly. These players are all looking for that spot. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys. And comment down below what you would have changed. I did see some good insights on the other power rankings. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.